Gone. Okay. Look at this. Look what I got. This is a yellowing fake book that we got around 1950. My brother and I used to do all the songs in here. And this is one of maybe 30 fake books. And I just picked a song out of it tonight just because I realized these are the songs I grew up with. Ooh, they really are. Let me see. If I loved you, time and again, I would try to say all I'd want you to know. No, please, no applause. Happy Days Are Here Again. Hi-ho. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Hi-ho. Hi-ho. Oh, what a book. Oh, you won't find these songs anywhere. Oh, how lovely. Anyway, I hope you're all well tonight. Because I certainly am. We had a exercise twice today, went down to the park, took a long walk. I did something that was very... Oh, I finished my book. Something big happened today. What was it? I can't quite recall what it was. Oh, and I got my daughter bought some glasses on I Buy Direct, which is where I get all my glasses. And she was stunned at how... they're not sponsors. I wish they were, but they're not. I'm looking for my sponsors. This tonight's show is sponsored by Francois Zalakane and let me see. Do we have all the albums nearby? Where's Francois' album? I'm not bringing any albums out till I find his. Oh man. Anyway, Joy. The album is Joy. It's probably buried under here someplace. But here's an album I found that I did all on my own. I produced it all myself. I mean, literally. It's called J. Leonhart Live at the J. Leonhart Trio Live at Birdland. And I just did it with a bunch of Zoom recorders. You know, the little teeny digital recorders. And I just placed them all over the stage. And for several weeks. And then just mixed them down. And the record swings. It's beautiful. I mean, it worked. And I made 1,000 copies, and that's it. Entrepreneurship. I did the same with this, with Joy. And Wycliffe and I put this one out, and it's done very well. So those are our sponsors for tonight, as well as my book of song, my song book, which I'm afraid it's a bit overexposed. Nick Nabe, hello, Nick Nabe, hello. You are an inspiration, Michelle Benson. I'm an inspiration in what sense, I wonder? That's another one of those lines. Oh, you're an inspiration. Remember last night we were collecting lines? Yes, I'm sure you do. And I'm going to play them all. I've got to keep those. I've got to write a song about it. Oh, it's like nothing I've ever heard. Fabrice Bousquet. Fabrice, where are you watching from? Hi, Mike. Christopher Lenz. Bootleg. No, we're not starting that yet. Don't keep giving me names. Fabrice, where are you watching from? Give me a. It sounds like you're watching from someplace far away. You're probably watching from Brooklyn, but let me know. Ned White, keep it up. Use something else, says Christopher. There's an apostrophe R-E, your, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, something else. Praising with faint dams. Wait a minute, I don't get that. Now you're getting too obscure for me. Suzanne Chaplin. Any relation to Charlie, Susan? A distant cousin, maybe? Oh, speaking of distant cousins, I think I mentioned this the other day. Did anybody see Pavarotti's granddaughter singing? If you want to see something stunning, because his voice is alive. He's obviously a granddaughter, woman. Beautiful young voice, but it sounds like Pavarotti. This kid is like 10 or 9 or something. And she sang so beautifully. It was stunning. And Pavarotti's granddaughter. Look for it, because it's really wonderful. It's really quite something. And that's that. Okay, excuse me. I think I'm going to play, I want to play the big guy tonight. I just want to play the big bass. So let me put this as far out of the way as I can over here. I'll turn this so we can see me. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I've practiced, but it will not mean a thing, cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just the fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords is no less a miracle than the Lord's do. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art, remember this or I will fall apart. Then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede, and he'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed, and she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space, and she knows it's impossible. Zoom, boom, 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 That's a good exercise. I'll work on it. To sing and play the bass. Boy, that's a nice exercise I just found for myself. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's advanced. Yes. So this light's a little brighter than I see. I didn't get a chance to do my usual sound check rehearsal tonight. I was busy taking a nap, and I couldn't do everything. met some. Oh yes, I just took this out of the fake book, and because when I was reading the lyrics, I realized what a nasty little song this is. That guy is hell bent for vengeance because his old lady, walked out on him or something. So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody, goody. You met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody, goody. So you gave him your heart too, like I gave mine to you. And he broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? So you lie awake, just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to you. A goody, goody for him. Goody, goody for me. I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. I mean, is that vengeance? Is that nasty? Whoa. So you lie awake at night, just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. So you think that love's, so you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody, goody for him. Goody, goody for me. I hope you're satisfied. I hope you're satisfied. I hope you're satisfied. You rascal, you. Oh, that's got to become part of that's got to just be part of the book. I like that song too much. That song's saying something. I don't know about you, but I heard that song when I was a kid. I thought it was just a jolly, happy little song, but I never paid attention to the words when I was a kid. Like I said, I just listened to the music and the bass lines mostly. Just listen to the bass player. That's all I did. How'd you like that, Sherry? Howard, a hurting song. I'll never forget Shelley Winters pounding out this at stride at the end of an early 70s horror movie. Ooh, yes. So somebody got it. I just didn't get it. I didn't know what these songs meant. I'm afraid I hate to tell you, I didn't. Some people just know all the words to everything. I'm amazed when I can sing the Star Spangled Banner. I have to practice everything, and I'm the world's slowest study. I mean, I can get it right now, but 2 seconds later, I've forgotten it. The words. I mean, I have to study the words, think about the words, and get my whole system accustomed to the words. So all the songs I write, I sit at the piano usually, and just on the process of writing them and rewriting them, I write the poem and the general meaning of it, and then I start to sit at the piano thinking, okay, I got it, now let's just put this to music. And then you end up changing the words, and that's when it really gets written. It's sitting at the piano and struggling through chorus after chorus, but that's really the fun part too, because it really starts to make sense. Anyway, Nancy Reed is watching. Hey, Mike Miller, how are you? Sounds like Johnny Mercer lyric. Well, let's see. Let's see whose lyric that is. You're right. How do you know that? How do you know that, Bill? Are you guessing, or did it just sound like it to you? Mercer and Malneck. Mercer and Malneck. Sounds like a Mercer lyric. Yes, it does. It's a good lyric. It's a good lyric. So from now on, I'm going to treat us until the copyright people catch on. But I don't think their computers are going to figure it out. You know, bass and voice. The computer goes, what is this? That's not music. What is he doing? What is that guy doing? And I bet I can go years just doing bass and voice with these songs, and nobody will catch me. I won't get any copyright things. And YouTube is ferocious about their copyright. Everybody's ferocious about their copyright. I'm ferocious about it. So, a lot of people have recorded my songs that I haven't heard from. But that's all right. My songs are out there living. Maddie Melnick. Oh no! Did you know Maddie Malnick? Did you know Maddie Malnick, Bill? You couldn't have Maddie Malnick, Howard Gloucester. Maddie Malnick. I don't know. See, what do I know? I'm from Baltimore. We knew Crabs and National Bohemian Beer and the Orioles. And that was the International League Orioles I grew up with. I never, you know, I'm Baltimore. And, you know, just trying to survive, you know, out in the payment. You know, how about them O's? You know, have a natty boat. Let's go see the O's game. And we'll go out and pound the pavement. Pound the pavement. Pavement, pound the pavement. And I told you about the girl, friend of mine, who said she wanted needles and a cake. I said, needles and a cake. She said, yeah. What she meant was noodles and a Coke. Needles and a cake. That's how you speak in Baltimore. So I made up a word, Dannnia, Dinniation. Danniation. Danniation. And that's where people in Baltimore go in the summer. They go Danniation. Danniation. I knew Fort Meade in 1947. Yeah, great. Well, that's fun. What were you doing at Fort Meade? Were they actually training for stuff, or were you were you in the Army band, Bill, or were you like my brother, a combat piccolo player? My brother saw more action than he wants to talk about, I think. So, Francois, I cannot find offhand. It's around here in a pile someplace. I cannot find your record. Let's see what we got here. See if I got it someplace here. Hello. Hello. Speak to me. No, you're not it. You're not it. You're not it. There's my wife's record. It's out on Sunnyside. It's Being Green. This record has gotten great reviews. Michael arranged it. Donna sang on it. I played bass on it. And it's really a good record. It really is. It's really very, very good. And, oh, we've seen this before. Howard Gloucester, you're not allowed to comment. It's Jay with who? Okay. Jay with somebody. I'll show it to the future. Okay. Did I give you a good enough look? It's Jay with some famous guy who I worked with for a while, and then he asked me, Francis, Joyce Hoda. I wish, Francois. We were just getting ahead of steam, and then some guy in Wuhan, China, got sick, and God damn it, it just spread all over the place. I know you haven't heard about it. Wait, I'll go get another one, Francois. Talk amongst yourselves as usual. We'll find another one. I have a bunch of them over here. Hello, where are you? That's not the one. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. I got it. That's not it. Oh, God. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh. We're sort of like Sam Goody's after the bankruptcy. We've got every record known to mankind sitting. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the album of the year. It's called Joy. It's on. I've done this before, and I know it's the same people all the time, but you know, it's going up on YouTube and these things actually do result in sales. Downloads and stuff like that. So you do that a little bit, and then you. oh my. Oh, the songs of Jay Leonhart. Oh, a wonderful songbook. Just email me at jayleonhart.com and we'll work something out, I'm sure. I guess it's really time. A nice fresh piece of paper. The list of words that have come in from you guys is so phenomenal. It's so beautiful that I'm going to try another list tonight. I'm fearless with this. I think of strategies during the day, how to make this work. So I need Foundhog Day. You didn't mean Groundhog Day. I need some words. Today's April 30th. Today's Thursday, April 30th, everyone. Got it? Write it down. Tomorrow will be May the 1st. And the year is, altogether, good, 2020. And all the dates look great because that 2024, 30, 2020 is just play those numbers. Sediment. Shenanigans. Shenanigans, that's good. Shenanigans. Uh-huh. Sediment. Protagonist. I know what a protagonist is. A rapscallion, I know what that is. Oh, that's a good person. I may not use them all, Stephen, because I've got to get scrupulous. They're great, though. Doggy. Pulsamanius. Wait a minute. Killer. Pulsamanius. All right, definition. Pulsamanius. I've heard the word. I don't know what it means right now. I need a definition. Pulsamanius. But I know lots of nice wines with it. Doggy. That's doggy. Grateful. Did you ever hear the song called Grateful, John Bacchino? You want to hear a beautiful song. Listen to the songs of John Bacchino. B-U-C-H-I-N-O, B-O-C-H-I-N-O. Boy, he writes some great songs. Grateful. It was not my favorite. Sorry, John, but some of the others are just fantastic. Skedaddle. Cowardly. All right, that's it. I'm not going to do any more. Pulsamanius. What does pulsamanius mean? Pusillanimous. Pulsamanius. Isn't that what the word was? Oh, pusillanimous. It's very small. Pusillanimous. I can't use it until I know what it means. Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous. I'm going to do a whole word on the whole thing on epidemiology. Epidemiology. I really, honestly, I'm not making fun. I can't say it. Epidemiology. 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 I'm going to go to college and I'm going to study epidemiology. I honestly, epidemiology. I'm sorry. I just don't know it. I really don't. I'm not kidding. Cowardly. It means cowardly. Pulsamanius means cowardly? Thank you. Well, another song is writing itself. You all are on the same page. But before I start, really, there's so many words in here that sort of go the same direction. Give me an idea, a vague idea of the direction of the song. Hi, Jorge. Jorge Calandrelli is watching, everybody. Watch your C sharps and your C minors, because Jorge is watching and he can write. What we do, we did it. I did one song with Tony Bennett with you. That was all. That's all I needed, boy. It's on my curriculum vitae. On my, what do they call it? The thing where you brag about what you've done. Ill-tempered, cowardly. It means cowardly. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I got too distracted. Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous. Now, who uses a word like pusillanimous except I will from now on? I learned a lot of new words in my book, reading my book by about the weapons of destruction by, what's his name? Whose name I can't remember. All I can think of is Ed Yost, who used to play third base for the Senators. Okay, Adam Tooze. Ed Yost. No connection. No connection whatsoever. I'm sorry, folks. He was an epidemiologist. I had a brother who went to school and he decided not to take up surgery. He wanted to be an epidemiologist. And he became one. Epidemiologist. I prefer not to know. I much prefer the words I make up as I try to figure out what it was. I can't. I see it. Don't anybody tell me how to pronounce it. I'll get it on my own. Adam Tooze, not Ed Yost. Ed Yost had nothing to do with this book. Eddie Yost played for the Washington Senators, which was, when I grew up, was a very popular team. Harmon Killebrew, people like that. My song won't be much of a thriller. They said he was cowardly, but really, he was a killer. It may be extraneous, but also he was pusillanimous. He was that too. He thought he was strong like a stallion. No. He was really a rapscallion. He was Irish. He came from the Flanagans. A family full of shenanigans. Flanagan's shenanigans. don't mean to be over scrupulous, but the little doggy was poopulous. He was a rapscallion of sorts. This song needs a protagonist. That doggy was the wagonist. I'm grateful to have gotten this far in the song. He was a rapscallion and not a stallion. He rode in the saddle when they told him to skedaddle. He was cowardly. He thought he was a killer, but he wasn't. He was not a killer. He didn't. He had one trouble, though. He was very sentimental. He was also very sedimental. But he was a rapscallion. Drank it by the galleon. Shenanigan Flanagan. I don't know. Got to be a way to make more sense than that. The doggy. He was a grateful doggy. He skedaddled, but he was cowardly. Pusillanimous. Killer, scrupulous, rapscallion, protagonist, sediment, shenanigans, Flanagans, sediment, impediment, sediment. See, there's lots of words that didn't come to me right away. I have to sit and think about it. The sediment. The impediment was his sediment. The impediment was he was a protagonist. Oh, now if I keep working at it, I'll get faster at it, and that's what I'm counting on. So anyway, while I'm up, did I do this one for you? This was Billy Verplanc's favorite song. He always requested this song whenever he came when I performed. All over this fine nation, one food is catching. Oh, this song got written in the early '80s after the big commercial, which some of us will remember when they were trying to sell pork as the other white meat. You may remember that. So I wrote this commercial just because I thought it was a good idea. I wrote this song, and it actually got used in a commercial in London, in England. And I can't imagine how they did it, but they said they did it. All over this fine nation, one food is catching on. People eat it night and day, and at the break of dawn. It is not turkey, pheasant, chicken, steak, or stork. It's God's gift to mankind, rich and fatty pork. Pork, the perfect substitute for milk and fruit and grains. Get some good old pork fat surging through your veins. From Maine to Albuquerque, from LA to New York, yes. The world is getting down, pigging out on pork. Boo, 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 boo. People want their fiber, but we know what is best. Meat from little piggies takes forever to digest. Don't let doctors scare you with tales of cholesterol. Have yourself some greasy pork. Have yourself a ball. Pork is good for kings and queens. It's good for you and me. Roll some little pork balls up and dunk them in your tea. From Maine to Albuquerque, from LA to New York, yes, yes, the world is getting down, pigging out on pork. Pork, 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 pork. People who have energy are people who have fun. So gobble up some greasy pork beneath the noonday sun. Pork goes good with anything, any time of day. Why, cookies made of pork fat will help the kiddies play. Chicken, steak, and stork are fine, but we need so much more. Why don't you just find out how much pork fat you can store? From Maine to Albuquerque, from LA to New York, from Stalingrad to Leningrad, from Wales to County Cork, from Churchill Downs to Chinatown with chopsticks 6 or a 4. The world is getting down, pigging out, more pigging out, more pigging out, more pork. Now that goes to show you how old this song is, because Stalingrad and Leningrad got renamed by the Russians. I think Stalingrad became St. Petersburg, I believe. But I don't know. Did Leningrad get renamed too? I'm sure you'll know. I know Stalingrad became St. Petersburg. It became Petersburg after Peter the Great. Did anybody read that book? Something about Peter the Great modernizing Russia. Wow. Life was tough back then. Yeah, those people went through some stuff. I mean, and they had their, but that's how they fought viruses. They just isolated themselves. And so we're using these nice modern methods that they used 500 years ago. Somebody said that there's this new drug coming out that's going to help to make it feel a little better or cure it a little faster. Good, so let's all just get out there, go back to work and get out there. I wonder if Birdland opened tomorrow and they hired me. They said, come on, come in for a week. Come on. I wonder if I would, how tempted I would be to do it. Can you do it in a mask? And then the big thing that I saw today was the companies that are opening up. All the companies are opening up their stores and the malls. They want to make sure that they can't get sued for getting people sick. And you know they're going to get sued for getting people sick. So that might be a little impediment. Might be a little problem. I mean, listen, the country's got enough money. If we just, I mean, we could pay for it if we wanted to. We could keep this country going for a year like this if we used all of our funds and not go in debt. Just people spend their money. And that's when I become president, that's exactly what's going to happen. Taxes are going to go up. My father paid 70% taxes. I never heard about it. He never complained to me about it. Well, he cheated on his taxes as a result, but and got caught. But 70%. So make it 50. Boy, do you know what a 50% tax bracket would do to those people in the upper 1%? We'd be so rich. We could cure it. Well, but that's when I'm president. I know. Don't tell the rich people because they will not vote for me. But there's not a lot of them. So the other 99% say, let's go. Come in. Okay, I'll run. If called, I will run. If elected, I will serve. Okay. I know a lot of people, but I'm not the best one. There's other people who are better. I mean, what's it? John Kerry. Have you heard him talking recently? Man, is he smart. But he doesn't play bass very well, but he's very smart. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Oh. Come on. Come on. I'm going to turn on the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. Do-do-do-do-do-da. It should reconnect with you all now. I mean, we're on Wi-Fi now. Yeah, I just turned the Wi-Fi on. I forgot to turn it on. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. No, they didn't come in. Leningrad and St. Petersburg are the same. Oh, so it wasn't Stalingrad. So what is Stalingrad now? Leningrad. I knew one of them became St. Petersburg. I forgot. But that's when the song was written, was before the Russians changed that name. Thank you. Yes. Volgograd. What? Stalingrad became Volgograd? Really? It would be really impossible to sing and play the bass, says Albert Kutzen. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate that. Volgograd. Okay, that's what it is. John Weber says that apparently Stalingrad became Volgograd. Volgograd, where I've never been. I've never been to Russia. I was going to go once, and they were going to pay me $3,000 for the week. And I agreed to it a year ahead of time. And then the Russian economy collapsed during that year to the point that it would have been like my getting $400,000. And they canceled it. They said, no, I don't think we can afford it. I mean, my $3,000 would have cost them, back in the big Russian thing. So I never went. But I know people who went. I know people who've been to Russia. John Weber's been to Russia. Putin. I have it on expert. An expert has called in and said that Putin's Stalingrad is now called Putinville. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank you. I knew those other guys were wrong. Volgograd. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Matthias Kurt spells it Wolgograd. And Matthias would know it because he lives in Sweden. Or is it Switzerland? No, Switzerland. Sorry, Americans, we have a lot of trouble with that. Because it's the SW and then what comes after it. And they're really kind of, well, not really too close together again. But unless you've been to both of them, you have to. Switzerland, well, they're both great places. Let's face it. Good evening, and looking forward to a nicer evening, Phyllis and Bernie. Well, gee, what a great greeting. My wife's cousin, Bernie, and Phyllis, Bernie Feinberg and Phyllis. Putin nanny. Somebody writes, you can see that too. You guys can see what you're writing in, right? So I don't have to tell you. It's not like it's a big secret to me or to you, but it's just very amusing to me. Makes me. Talk on a subway announcement. I miss it. Subway announcement. What's that? I'm sorry, Tomoko, I don't quite understand the subway announcement referral. But, I see. I'm sorry, we're back now. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I didn't, because I forgot to put the phone, and the funny thing is the phone gets the best sound of everything I'm trying. I try my big computer. The D on the bass, what's the word? Makes it distort. All my little cameras distort. The iPhone, no problem. So I'm going to get a real great attachment. Hello, Vaughn.
Hi.
I'm going to get a great attachment for the little phone, for the iPhone. It's a little mic.
Hi, everybody.
I told Vaughn he should come in at any time, and I mean it, and this goes forever. So anytime he feels like coming in, what are you eating? It smells great.
Oh, yeah, we ordered Domino's.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the...
I just came in here to tell you that.
That's, okay, it's the pizza, it's not the pizza, it's the... Da-da-da-da-da.
Pizza.
Well, it's the meat with it, the...
Sausage?
Is it sausage? Is that what it is?
Pizza and pepperoni.
Pepperoni? It's not pepperoni?
Pepperoni and sausage on top of it.
I gotta go. I can't. It's 7:54. I'm starving. I can't. I'll wait. Anyway, I'm thrilled with this book. For instance, Margie. My little Margie. I'm always thinking about you, Margie. Where are you gonna find that song anywhere? Just a love nest covered with charm. Oh my God. Ada. I don't know how that one goes. I would do anything for you. Jazz Me Blues. Oh, Tom Delaney. This woman used to sing that. We used to play that in the... Jazz me. Come on, Professor, jazz me. You know, like my dancing both day and night. And if I don't get my jazzing, I don't feel right. Wait a minute. This jazzing she's talking about. I'm suspicious of this. This jazzing. Well, I certainly won't be doing that song. Okay. Jazzing. We're going to be jazzing. And that's what I do for a living, play jazz. Or I used to do it for a living. Now I let the government give me money. Hallelujah. Lovers, love me or leave me. Look at these songs. Nagasaki. There you go. Nagasaki. Hot ginger and dynamite. And dynamite. There's nothing but that at night. Back in Nagasaki where the fellas chew tobacco and the women wicky wacky woo. Now that's a lyric. Back in Nagasaki where the fellas chew tobacco and the women wicky wacky woo. Back in Nagasaki where the fellas chew tobacco and the women wicky wacky woo. That's music. Those are lyrics. They're written by Harry Warren. So I'm telling you. All right, I'll do another song. I'll do something else. Oh, those Flanagans and their shenanigans. It was no impediment that they were buried in sediment. Give me a little time, I could come up with a really dumb song about that, using all the words. Maybe it's best that I just don't bother. Just try to make up a song at the time. Uh-oh, you're on a tilt. What happened to you? What happened to the camera that is so tilted now? Why would this be? It's got these three little legs, and boy, when they go wrong, they go wrong. All right. Speaking of, jazz, and I'm going to show you, I really have to go back to my roots because this is not good. Come on, you. Straighten up. Clear my soul after reading that jazz and lyric, I don't know. He really was a most God-fearing boy who sought and never found his share of joy. He knew his catechism well, and he feared the pains of hell. Oh, he was headed for damnation. The world was so full of temptation. And he knew he could not win. Yes, he knew he'd die in sin. So he struggled and he fought, knowing that God knew his every thought. And in the fever of his fright, God appeared to him one night. The Lord said, son, you gotta go find my people. Gotta go find that steeple and learn to pray. Son, your life is getting shorter. You better join a holy order right away. So he woke up gripped with fear. Oh, but the road ahead was clear. To a seminary he did fly, kiss those evil days goodbye. They asked him questions about his past, just to see if he might last. They pried into his mind just to see what they might find. But it seems his free associations all dwelt on conjugal relations. They gave him Rorschach tests, and all the poor boy saw was breasts. They said, son, we got a little problem here. You better take another year on this decision. Son, we are not blind. You got a whole lot on that mind that ain't religion. That ain't religion. So he wandered back into the world. His plans for salvation now unfurled. But one thing was very clear. He could no longer live in fear. He learned that hell was just a plot, that some believe and some do not. Slowly things fell into place, and he rejoined the human race. He cried, Lord, I tried to find your people, tried to find that steeple, and learned to pray. But Lord, they found out all about me, said they could live without me. Oh, holy day, Lord, I tried to find your people, find that steeple, I learned to pray. But Lord, they said they did not need me, and so they freed me. Oh, holy day, oh, holy day, oh, holy day. No more jazzing, no more jazzing. Well, maybe. Okay, maybe. Anyway, that worked out pretty good, didn't it? Yeah, I never know. But that's an old song. It's on Salamander Pie. Francois, let's just do another album one of these days and call it Salamander Pie Revisited. And do all the songs on it. It might be a good idea. A lot of people have that album. Okay, well now it's 8:02. I really do appreciate seeing you all. It's great to see you. Love the Salvation song. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. It's where I came from. Anyway, it's great to see you all. And I will be back. My son said, my grandson said, Grandpa, why don't you take a day off one of these times? I said, not in your life. Not in your life. I'm just going to keep doing it. My playing's getting better. My singing's getting better. Everything's working just like it was. And it's an hour. It's an hour a night. Go here, I have dinner, and I watch Rachel. Good night to you all. Great to see you. Thank you for coming. And you'll notice the subscriptions are, the people who are subscribing to this channel is growing night by night. Soon it'll be up to like 13. And no, it's really in the hundreds now. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Oops.